Okay, and next up we have Jay from Scale3 Labs.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Izzy and the Lido community for this opportunity. Really excited to walk you through what we're building at Scale 3. Just for context, high level, basically, we're a team of builders. We have deep experience across infrastructure and blockchain experience across Web3 companies. We were recently the team running infrastructure at Coinbase. We built a platform called Autopilot. Autopilot is a Web3 infrastructure platform that helps you securely deploy and manage blockchain nodes and validators. We support up to 40 different blockchain networks today. And my colleague Karthik, who's our co-founder and CTO, will walk you through the product demo. Over to you, Karthik.
Thanks, Jay, and thanks to the Lido team for this opportunity. So, can you all see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So this is our product. As Jay mentioned, it's called Autopilot. So what we have tried to solve here is the pain points that we ourselves faced as node operators in the past and in the present. So this is like a monitoring solution for your blockchain nodes. So essentially, you can link if you already have a blockchain node, you can link to this dashboard and set up like an observability stack around it. In addition to that, if you run your nodes on any cloud or bare metal, you can deploy nodes through our platform as well. Just to make a clear distinction, we do not manage nodes. The platform just helps node operators deploy nodes onto their own environments. So I'll just quickly go through a walkthrough of how this product works. So as you can see, this is the dashboard. Here I have linked four nodes. I have like actually deployed four nodes through this platform. When you sign up, you will have two options. You can either deploy or link. I'll go through the link flow first, and then I will explain what the deploy flow is exactly. So on the link flow, this is assuming you as a node operator already has a node. So just give some um, name and select a protocol, select the network. You can select the platform, whatever platform that you're running your node on. This is just purely for informational purposes, so we can display it on the card. So you can just select anything, select the client. We do support Geth and Nethermind on the execution and Lighthouse and Nimbus on the consensus. You can select whether it's a validator or a full node, create the configuration. So what this does is it creates a node configuration on the dashboard. You still have to follow the process to link the node. By link, what I mean here is if you're already running a Grafana agent, we provide you a configuration. So you just click the setup over here. We provide you with a Grafana configuration that you added to your node's Grafana agent. And we also provide you with an install script. So it's just like 4 steps, and you run the install script. It starts streaming metrics, and you get a dashboard, nice looking dashboard over here. So say for example, this is an Ethereum nodes that's fully set up. So you will have like a nice looking Grafana dashboard, and it automatically comes up with a bunch of different dashboards. Like in this case, it has support for these community dashboards that we are using. It also has the system monitoring dashboard in addition to that. So you can this dashboard is fully managed through Scale3's backend. So anytime there are new parameters that needs to be monitored, we automatically make updates to this dashboard. So you don't have to worry about setting up Prometheus and Grafana stack all by yourselves. In addition to that, if you have custom dashboards or anything that you already use, you can reach out to us. We can integrate that. It's a simple Grafana stack that we run on the backend. So you can bring your own dashboard, integrate it, and use it with our platform. So that's for metrics. But in addition to that, you can also stream logs to our platform. So you can also set up logs. So for that, you go to the logs dashboard. Again, the setup is very similar. Instead of Grafana agent, we use Vector, which is an open source log streaming tool. So you can use the link that we provide to download Vector, or you can directly download Vector from the source. We provide a configuration file for Vector that's going to basically start streaming log messages from your node to our platform. And once this is all set up, you will start seeing logs from your Livetail logs directly from our node. So again, going back to a successfully set up node over here, you can see the logs flowing directly in here. In addition to that, one nice thing that we did here is sometimes what we have realized is us as well as other node operators, something could be going wrong and they would like to share their logs. So you can do something like select, like I just want to share the last 3 hours of logs. You can select the last 3 hours, select, hit the share button over here. You can generate a link. So this is a read-only link and it does not require the user to be logged into the platform to see. So when you open this tab, you can see like you can get like a read-only view. You can share this URL with anybody on Discord or email or anywhere. And the person looking at the link, they need not sign up or sign into Scale3 to view the log. So this kind of helps with collaborative debugging of any issues. And once the issue is resolved, you can go to the settings, you can go to shared links, and you can just like deactivate the link so nobody can have access to your logs. So this is like the main thing that we have built, as in the logs and metrics brought together in within the same observability stack. In addition to that, the third pillar of observability is alerting. So alerting is one other thing that we have built. So you can set up alerts on both logs as well as metrics. So again, it's like super simple. You go to settings. We have like metrics dashboard. This is the setup. Logs dashboard. This is again the setup. In addition to that, we have metrics alerts. Here we surface all major alerts that you may need in this case for Ethereum. And we have support for multiple channels where you can send these alerts to, like email, Slack, PagerDuty, Opsgenie, and Telegram. We also have support for webhooks. So essentially, you can just connect one of these channels. Like let's say you want to send it to Slack, you can just hit the toggle on whichever alerts. And this directly integrates with Grafana's contact points. So you don't have to go use the Grafana UI to manage the different contact points and all of that. It's directly integrated within the platform. In addition to that, for logs, you can set up alerts as well. So you can like let's say you're looking at a panic or a message that you want to get alerted on when some major event happens. You can select this and you can add a pattern over here. You can set a threshold, and anytime that happens the next time around, it's going to alert you. And going a little bit into the alert settings, so you can go to integrations and the settings, and these are all the channels that we have support for today. So we have email, Slack, PagerDuty, Opsgenie, Telegram, and Webhook. So you can connect multiple emails here. You can add team members on the members, like you can invite multiple members to your team and set up alerts on different emails and any other channels that you may like. So this is the entire flow of things here for a node linked or deployed successfully through Autopilot. I mentioned the link flow, but we also have the deploy flow. With the deploy flow, what we are doing here is we are enabling a node operator to deploy an Ethereum node or any other node directly through Autopilot to their cloud environment. Not like we do not again manage nodes here. So you can just give some name over here, select a protocol, select a network, node type over here, and select a platform. Currently, we have support for the three major public cloud providers. But if you need support for deploying nodes to bare metal providers or any other hardware, you can reach out to us. We can help you set that up. Say for example, if you want to deploy to AWS, you can select AWS here. And here the critical thing over here is you need to connect your AWS account. We provide you a portal to do that. So you give the name, region, access key, secret key. We have a documentation around all of this, so you can check the documentation to see more details about it. But essentially what you're doing is you are connecting your cloud environment. Once it's connected, it's going to show up in this drop down here over here. So as you can see, this is our Scale3's AWS account, and it's going to show you an estimate of how much it's going to cost you for running this node on your AWS account, like what configurations that we are deploying this node on. like currently through the platform, there is no option to configure the configurations. But if you have a different configuration that you would like to deploy on, reach out to us. We can make that change for you. So once that's done, you just hit deploy, and it starts deploying the node. It automatically picks up the latest version of the execution and the consensus client, and it will start deploying. Once it's deployed, you can SSH into the node directly, or you can go to your AWS console and manage the node. Like we do not store any of your keys or anything like that, so it's completely managed. And you can also disconnect the node directly from this platform once it's deployed, so you can take full control of it. In addition to that, the other interesting things that you can do once the node is deployed through Scale3 is there is an actions button over here. You can click actions. You can do update. You can do an update to your node. As you can see, Lighthouse is on the latest version, but if you want to update Geth to another version, there is like we display all the versions here. You can select a version and hit update. It's going to do an update for you. So that's doable. So this is like deployments. Like through deployments and linking flow, we have built like an end-to-end flow of things for a node operator to manage all of their nodes from a single pane of glass. So in addition to that, one critical component of node operations on a day-to-day basis is validator alerts and monitoring for updates and announcements on Discord, Twitter, and other places. So I'll start with validator alerts here. So on the top right, you have this tab called validators. And within validators, there's this thing called alert policies. So here you can set up validator alerts, like on-chain alerts on your validators. So you can select Ethereum. You can provide the public key of your Ethereum, search for it, and set up alerts. Like I can show an example. So in this case, we have alerts. You can set up alerts again, like on different channels. And we have support for attestations missed, proposals, sync committee, and withdrawals processed. So you can, again, like with just a click of button, you can set up alerts on validators. So you can link a validator, set up metrics dashboard, logging dashboard, alerts on system level metrics, as well as through the validators, you can set up alerts on validator level metrics. So this gives like for a validator, this covers both validator alerts as well as system level alerts. In addition to that, staying on top of information that's flowing across various channels, that's super important as well, especially if you're managing more than one protocol as a validator. It becomes time consuming to stay on top of all the announcements and updates that are happening across different ecosystems. So for that, what we have built is this Intel tab. So it expands to blockchain intelligence. So it's like a real-time data intelligence product that we have built. It's a feature of Autopilot. So here you can see we have support for like 40 plus chains over here. You can see the releases, like in this case, software upgrades for all the chains that are happening in real time. Say, for example, you can filter by the chain, you can filter by the client, you can filter by the network. And when you select one of them, you can see like different details over here, like category, priority, whether it has any breaking changes. It also has direct link to the release notes. You can open it directly from here to see the release notes. So this is just the view within Autopilot, but you can also set up alerts on these things. That's how majority of our users are using it today. So we again have alert policies. So you can go to alert policies, you can select the channel, and you can customize the alerts to different granularity levels. So like networks and mainnet, for instance, client and get. And I only want to get alerted for any problems or time sensitive or software upgrades. You can just hit save and it will start alerting for these things. In addition to that, like I showed software upgrades, but we also have all the general announcements that are made towards validators and node operators across different ecosystems. This is primarily pulled from Discord, but sometimes it's also pulled from Twitter and other places for some of the ecosystems. And we also like nicely tag them as whether it's an announcement or a software upgrade, whether it's for testnet, mainnet, etc. So you can set up alerts for that as well. So we have like three kinds of alerts over here. Network announcements, it's tied to the ecosystem that I just showed you. And within node software upgrades, we have two kinds. One is the instant ones, like anytime there is a new software upgrade, you get instantly alerted. That's this one, node software updates. And in addition to that, within a time span of 12 to 24 hours, we also send an incremental alert to the instant one with more hydrated data, in the sense, like, let's say there is a node software update, you get instantly alerted, but within 12 to 24 hours, you also get an alert for the same node software update. But it will include additional details. Like, let's say there are any API breakages, or like there is a hard fork announcement and details around that. So the same alert gets hydrated with additional data, and you get alerted on that. So this is like kind of more useful when you need more information. You don't want to go through the you don't want to miss any breaking changes or anything like that. Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to show here. Happy to answer any questions. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Karthik. Karthik, I think there was a question about Discord alerts. Can you touch on that?
What was the question again?
Yeah,
Um,
if you can pipe alerts to Discord, is it if it's one of the integrations?
Oh yeah, we are happy to do that. We do not currently support Discord, but we are happy to add support for Discord as well.
Cool. I saw that there's a generic webhook integration, so maybe that even works.
Yeah, you can use the webhook to set up alerts on any of your internal tooling.
Um, I'm checking the other chat really quick. I actually got some messages from node operators while you were streaming that said that the tool looks really cool and that you preempted a lot of their questions. So that's really pretty great. I guess one question for operators is like, okay, this is all really cool. Like, what does this cost? Can I get different pieces of this piecemeal? Is it like one big package? How does it work?
Sure.
JD, yeah, go
Yes,
for it.
happy to take that. So, in terms of pricing, it's completely free to get started if you want to basically link one validator or node. So, for example, if you're running an Ethereum validator node and you want to get started today, you can sign up through scale3labs.com. Completely free to get started. If you're running more than three validators, we can create custom plans for you. So, for larger enterprises that are running multiple validators or nodes across multiple protocols, again, we can create a custom plan for you based on certain needs, including SLAs, retention policies, so forth. And then the third component, the piece which we can unpack for you, is really the Intel side. So a lot of our customers today are using just the blockchain Intel that they need to basically stay informed of different software updates across different protocols. So for that specifically, again, if you have one node or one validator, you have complete free access to that one specific ecosystem. But if you're looking at Intel across, say, 10 to 20 different protocols or more, for example, at Coinbase, we needed to stay on top of 40, that it's $1,000 a month for the blockchain Intel API feed.
Got it. Makes sense. Thank you. And like the one node is free kind of thing. Does that work exactly the same for all protocols? Like, so if you have one node, or at least like I'm thinking about it from a validator perspective, but like one validator on like Solana, it works really differently, or like on Avalanche rather than one validator on Ethereum.
Yes. Yep. So it's one validator per if you're running if you're a solo staker, for example, you can get started for free today. So that's basically a free forever plan. Our second tier is actually up to three validators, right? That's actually $99 a month. And then if you're running more than three, so if you're a larger enterprise that's running, say, thousands of validators across multiple protocols, we can create a custom plan for you. You can also find all that information on scale3labs.com/pricing as well. And feel free to reach out to us with any questions.
Got it. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. And is there anything like I saw that you guys are also kind of doing like log piping. Do you have any and so you have like pattern matching, but do you have, I don't know, maybe something like AI that monitors your logs and kind of like alerts for things that might look funny but may not necessarily match a pattern that you've predefined?
We do not have that specific feature at the moment. What we have though is like a co-pilot feature, which is not enabled for all the chains at the moment. So we have trained the code bases of different clients against an AI, and it just looks for log messages and kind of tells you where that log message is actually originating from and what it generally means. But that's an interesting feature that you just suggested. We could add support for that as well.
Got it. And do you also kind of like since obviously you have would have access to, like monitoring and analytics of performance of nodes, is there any kind of insights like around parameterization, sorry, of nodes that you're thinking about incorporating? Like uh, something that is really important in Ethereum, for example, is peering, right? Sometimes more peers is better, sometimes low peers is better. Sometimes you're having issues with like certain subnets and things like that. Is the software like doing any kind of like insights into things like that, or is that still an area where you're looking to develop further later?
Yeah, so what we have today is through the metrics dashboards, you can see the peer count, but that's just the basic metric that we are showing. Um, but yeah, we can think about that as well. We do not have like deeper insights into the analytics of these metrics, but we can think about that for sure.
Got it. Okay, really, really cool. Thank you for presenting that.